Hello and welcome to me and my stack. I mean, welcome to my channel, of course. This is me and my stack, and this is a big stack. As you can see, I have a lot of books I want to go through in this video. This is every book I have on my desk that is in use. I would say in use. I will explain every book and what it does and what its purpose is and why I use it, how I use it, if I use it, and if I don't use it, what didn't work for me, and if I use it, what worked for me. This is not only to show you in the world of YouTube what I'm doing and what is my current lineup, but also to reflect for myself, just to go inside myself and think about which book is doing its job, which doesn't. What can I change to make my systems work for me? Yeah, let's go through this huge stack of books. Apologies, we are having a heat wave and I'm low-key dying right now. I wanted to start with my main books, the books I use on a daily or weekly basis and that are still very consistent, and I'm feeling very good about using them. Let's just start. These are my 3 main books that I use almost every day. This one I use every day, and these I use every day, and sometimes I just skip 1 or 2 days and come back to these very often. I will explain. I don't know if you saw my first techo kaigi video, but in this I had this one. This is a book from Notebook Therapy. There I do my bullet journal in. This is technically my main planner. This is from January to April. I filled it up already, so this is not in use anymore, but this is my daily journal slash it's a planner. There I plan everything that has to do with to-dos and events and appointments and everything important. I would say everything that keeps me working. Without this, I wouldn't be able to function. And this is the continuation of this other one. This is also a book from Notebook Therapy. I love it. It's yellow and I'm currently in a yellow trip. Yeah, I can just show you a little bit. It started from May and it will go to September. I don't know if it really will, but we will see. You might have seen the videos already about these layouts, because I always start my planners with the theme of the book. This is like a lemon kind of logo. So I whipped out a theme that fits to it. We are currently in June. I didn't film this. This is the one setup I didn't film because I was just super busy. I'm kind of late with my video uploading, not gonna lie. And this is just a theme I whipped up Sunday night on the last day of May, and I just set it up because I needed it for the next day. So this is June. I can show you. I really like it because it's very bright and light, and I like the theme. The fact that I did it in like a few minutes, I'm really happy about the outcome because I didn't expect it to be turning out this nice. Anyway, this is my daily planner. This is my bullet journal. I do a theme and a setup every month. I post videos about them on this channel too. You might have seen them. This keeps me going. This is my most functioning book, I think. The other 2 I showed you are my 2 hobonichis. These are the regular Hobonichi techo original size. It's the A6. I decorated it on the outside a bit with some cute washi tape and stickers and all that to make it less boring. I have this cover. It's the, I'm not sure, olive maybe. Then I have the cover on the cover. I would like to have some patches or something I put on there, but as you can see, I tried to use the monthly pages, but it was just, I didn't know what to do with them, so I stopped. But here too, I tried to sketch a little tiny sketch there, then I put some stickers in because I didn't want to sketch anymore, and then I just didn't continue. I don't know, these don't have any purpose to me, but the rest of it is, I might film some top-down footage and put it in here because it's kind of difficult to show you, but this is my daily journal. This is just where I put in my daily thoughts and what happened, and I print out photos to put in there, put in a lot of stickers, and this is, for example, where we were on holidays, me and my boyfriend, and I swatch things in here, just write down stuff that happened with pictures and all that. Yeah, I'm quite consistent with it. I don't do it daily. I missed out a few days. I'm like 1 week or 1.5 weeks behind, but I'm getting there. At first I was very stressed when I didn't use it every day, when I didn't journal every day. I was like, oh no, I have to get back into it, or I might forget what I did that day or what was happening that day. And it's not that nice when you have to backlog everything because you don't know the emotions and feelings and things like that you had on that day, or maybe you just forget what you did when you didn't write it down anywhere else. So it's not that nice, but it's not the end of the world if I miss out 1 day or 2 or maybe a week or 2. So this is very fun for me to not only write down what was happening that day or how I felt that day or what topic is in my mind on that day, but also just decorating the pages and printing out photos. That would just rot on my phone. I like that aspect of that. Most of the photos are from my cats, of course, but as you can see, it is bulking up quite a bit. I don't know how this will turn out at the end, but I'm not holding back on using stickers or washi tape or whatever, because this is the purpose I have for that, to get really thick with all the ephemera and stuff I put in there, because this is a memory keeper. I want to look at it in a few years and remember stuff that was awesome and have pictures with it. And here I swatched all these soda washi tapes I got in March apparently. Yeah, it's just nice to look back and see, I did this that day and this was pretty cool, this is a nice memory. And yeah, so this can be thick, this can be full of everything. This is for that. The second Hobonichi is this 5-year Hobonichi. I love this look. I love the look of the book. It looks so sleek. I don't have a cover for that. I think I don't need it because it never leaves my house. Never. It just sits on my table and that's that. So I think I don't want one. I don't need one. I won't get one. But this is my first year. So I just write down a few sentences for every day. And I'm very consistent with this. Sometimes there are like a few days. I think right now I actually have like 3 days that I have to backlog. No, 2. Yeah, 2. This is really nice because I'm so excited to see what it is in 5 years or just in 2 years or something like that. When I write these little blurbs for that day, I always think about what it will be like to read it in 1 year or in 2 or 3. And I'm really excited about that. I think that's the reason why I'm so consistent with it, because I'm eager to see what it will be in the future. And my plan is to use this space or this next year to write down what happened that day and my feelings and emotions and stuff like that. And then when I'm here in 2027, I write down what happened that day, I read this, and here I want to have the space to reflect on this, what happened the last year. I don't know if it will work like I imagine, but I will see next year if this is something I still want to do when it comes to it, but I think that could be pretty cool. I'm excited to see what this will be in the future. Maybe I need a cover one day, who knows. But yeah, these are my 3 most used books right now. So my next stack is this stack. I don't really use them daily or even weekly sometimes, but they are still quite in rotation, I would say. Let's just start. The first one is this purple Royal Talents art creation sketchbook. It has cream paper, it's very nice. And this is my sketchbook. I don't use it that much. I used it a little bit. Yeah, that's it. That's actually it. I want to get back into scribbling more, painting more and stuff like that, and art stuff, but it's a bit of a ride. I don't know why I'm so inconsistent with this, because I really love it, but my theory is I have a lot of hobbies, a lot, and I struggle to do them all consistently because I have a lot of hobbies, but not a lot of time because I work full time. I have 2 cats, a partner, in an apartment that has to be cleaned and stuff. There's not much time to do all of my hobbies all at once, every time, every day. I switch my hobbies depending on my mood or the time and stuff like that. And currently I'm playing a lot of video games and more journaling stuff. Painting and sketching just is on a back burner right now. It's not really front and center for me, but it's slowly coming back. I can feel it, but I don't want to be too harsh with myself if I don't follow any hobbies every day or every time I have free time. Yeah, that's my sketchbook. While we are on this topic, I would say this one belongs to it. This is also a Royal Talents art creation sketchbook. It's just smaller. It's like a square. I decorated it with a few stickers, little tiny stickers. This I used a little bit more, not much. Use it with gouache, pencils, neo colors. Yeah, I think that's it. I didn't do much. I also didn't come back to it recently, so I will, because it's a very comfortable size for me, because I can do little things and don't have to whip out all of my supplies and sit there and think about, oh no, what huge painting am I doing now, because it's tiny. It's good for little things. These are my 2 sketchbooks. Currently not using that much, but coming back to it. This looks quite similar, but this is a Leuchtturm 1917. And this is my, I wouldn't say scrapbook, but it kind of is. It's for collecting all of my ephemera and junk in there and swatching. So I was at a local art store where I got some supplies, and here I swatched them. I swatch washi tapes I get. Here I was planning my February theme for my bullet journal. Yeah, stamps. It's literally just that, swatching and just putting in the junk and stuff from things I want to remember. Yeah, that's it. There's not much in it because I save all my stuff and don't put it in because, like I said, I have a lot to do. But yeah, this is very helpful because I don't want to put everything in my Hobonichi or in my daily planner and stuff like that. And this is perfect for that, because that's a hub for everything that goes beyond these needs. This is my Scribble notebook. This is for just writing lists and stuff that I don't want in my daily planner. This is just to scribble stuff down. It probably will be destroyed at some point because I don't care if it does, because there's nothing important in there. It's almost full. I think I still have like a few pages, but not really. So this is not really in use anymore. I will fill it up and then I will get rid of it probably. At the moment, this is that for me. This is the tiniest little notepad. It's just a grid, and I write down like little task lists or stuff that is in my mind, just to jot it down somewhere. It goes there, and then I put these notes or lists or whatever in their place, wherever it is. I currently use that often to write down little to-do lists while I'm gaming. I don't know if anybody can understand, but when you are gaming and you have to do stuff and you want to remember, and you have a spicy brain, so you can't really remember everything, so you have to write it down, and I use it for that. But I have this book, and I hope that I can put this in there. The purpose of having to-do lists or running to-do lists or stuff I still have to collect, whatever you are playing, depends. And this is technically my media journal. I use it to record and review all of the media I'm consuming. This is, for most people, it's just a book journal or reading journal, but for me, because I don't read that much, I thought let's combine it with books and movies and series and video games, podcasts, whatever I'm consuming media-wise. I love this thing, but I kind of fell through around January, February, so a few months ago. I'm slowly filling it back in. I can show you real quick. Usually looks like this. I have like a monthly overview. Then I put in these little boxes with printed out picture of the video game or book, and I write down little blurbs. I rate it with a 5-star rating system. I don't have a very intricate system how I rate them, just by vibes, by feeling. When I feel like this is 5 stars, this is 5 stars. Here you can see there I was starting to not really follow along, and I just put all this in. If I know that I don't want to write a lot about it and don't have many thoughts about it, because those 2 games were literally not my thing, I just put it in a smaller box so it doesn't waste any space. For example, I think I have an example here. There I have a book where I wanted to write down a lot about it, so it got a whole page. Yeah, I'm currently working on it. I filled in all the boxes and stuff like that, and this, I think, yeah, we are in June now. I think I'm at that point where I say I'm back at it, but as you can see, I didn't fill out stuff that should be there. Coming back to my gaming to-do lists, so my thought was that because I don't use it that much and it doesn't fill up that quickly, as you can see, there's a lot of space to do a lot more with it. So I thought, because it is my media journal and I put in reviews of every media I consume, or I try to, this would be the perfect place for these gaming lists or gaming tracking stuff. I think it fits quite well. So I want to incorporate it. I don't know what I want to do, if I want to start it from the back maybe, or just put it in between these different months. I will figure out how I like it the most, and I will maybe check back on this book with you. This is a book by Tifosi, by the way. I really like it. The only thing I don't like, and I don't know if it's just mine or if it's a Tifosi thing, because this is my only book from them, is that the elastic is quite, I wouldn't say it's weak, but it's like very loose, and I don't really enjoy that, to be honest. But all in all, the paper is great, the cover is great, the pages don't separate or something. I love how it looks. Yeah. Next up is this book. I don't know if it was already part of my last techo kaigi, but in this I wanted to work with the Artist's Way book. If you don't know, the Artist's Way is a book where you have like tasks and little exercises, and I wanted to use this book for that. I started it, I decorated it, and I used that mostly for my morning pages, but I didn't really continue doing it because morning pages is a bit weird for me.
I start my day with a lot of energy, and then I want to do everything immediately because that's just how I function. So sitting down and writing down my thoughts is not really something that feels natural to me. I think I didn't do it long enough to have the practice and the routine in me, but
at the end I wasn't really able to follow the book as I wanted to. I actually didn't finish it because I didn't like the book. Maybe the book was okay, but I don't like the author. That's just my opinion. It just didn't resonate with me, so I didn't finish the book. I probably won't. This was actually the second time I started the book, and I got to, I think, the midway mark. But yeah, I don't use it that much, but it's nice to have if I feel the need that I have to write down the stream of consciousness that is bothering me, maybe, or stuff like that. This is a notebook by Hobonichi. This is the Yamazakura by Tomitaro Makino. No idea if I pronounced it right, but I love it. It's beautiful. It's with the botanical theme. I just love botanical themes. It's right up my alley. And it has the beautiful Tomo river paper, and it's quite thin with the nice grid. It's nice. I love it. I love Tomo river paper. This is my notebook for that, but as I said, I don't use it that often. So coming to the last little stack of small books and thin books. I mean, this is not really a book, but most of you might know what this is. This is an insert for the Traveler's Notebook. I don't have a cover. I don't really have a Traveler's Notebook as it is. I just have this insert and this one. I didn't come far. This is literally what I did in this insert. The rest is blank. I wanted to start it in, I think, the end of April. Me and my boyfriend were in the Netherlands and we had a great time. We were in a little house. It was just beautiful, and there I thought, oh, I want to have a traveler's notebook because I don't have a space really to journal about my travels. Even if they are just small little trips, I want a space for that is separate from my Hobonichi and stuff like that. I looked up where we were staying, if there is a store that's near that. There was, but they kind of didn't have that, although it was listed online. We made a little stop in Antwerpen. It's in Belgium, and the store was beautiful. They had the Travelers Company stuff there, but they didn't have covers, just none. And I asked them what was that about, and they said it's about the import complication. There are some import complications related to some war. This is the reason why almost no store has the covers, apparently. But I was a bit sad about it because I was super ready to get a cover. I also wanted to get the passport size first because I like small notebooks. But when I had the inserts in my hand, I thought, oh, that's maybe a bit too small, and I want to try out the size because it's a very special size. This is the typical traveler's notebook size, I know, and I thought the small passport size is too similar to my Hobonichi, so I wanted something different. Then I got 2 inserts to try it out. I thought, okay, maybe that's a good thing to just first try it out with these inserts and see if I like it, and then get the cover if I really, really like it. So my hope is to get a cover soon. I don't know if it will be this year or... But yeah, this is my Traveler's Notebook insert. I'm intending to use this. I also printed out a lot of photos from this particular trip. I just have to fill it in when I have time for that. Time, yes, time. Then the next 3. Oh, this is actually related to the sketchbooks, because this is the only sketchbook I finished like in the last 2 years, maybe. Yeah, I finished this a few months ago. This is a tiny, thin sketchbook. It has blank paper. I got it from Ortloff. It's a stationery store in my city. And this one is also from there. This is like the same size and all that. I think it's a bit smaller than A5, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. This is my money book. This is where I put down everything money related, because I don't have a space for that. And me and my boyfriend, we moved in together about a year ago, and we figured, oh, it's probably very practical if we have a space where we put down all stuff related to money and projects. That means we use this to track our expenses, and this is also a place to plan little projects like this. This is like our balcony project. We have a little balcony makeover. Yeah, but a long story short, this is the book where we plan all the stuff. This has a tiny blue grid. In general, it's a nice thing to have because we have a place to plan stuff and put down thoughts and notes and stats and stuff like that. Then this is the last little book. It's also from Notebook Therapy. As you might have guessed, I really like Notebook Therapy. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be A6 size. I think so. It has gold gilding. It's very nice. And this is my dream log. I try to use it regularly. I stamp in the date and then what I dreamt. I won't show you, of course. I used it for like 2 weeks and then I fell through because this lives on my desk, and that's not a good place for it to be, because when I wake up I immediately forget if I don't write it down. So this has to live on my bedside table, I think. This is also nice to have, but I don't really use it. That's how it is. And that's why this stack is so big, because I have different books for different purposes, but these purposes are not always top priority, if that makes sense. This is how stuff like that happens, and I think that's normal. This is the stack that I just explained to you, and reflecting back on it, I figured it's okay to not use every book every day. It's just not possible. It's a bit much. It's also okay to have a lot of books for different purposes, if that's what you enjoy or prefer, because to me, having everything in one place would just overwhelm me. And I know it sounds weird that this huge stack doesn't overwhelm me, but it doesn't have to be a chore. It just has to work for you. It has to be something that you find practical or helpful or just nice to have around. In my case, I have different purposes for every book. Nothing really overlaps, and that is the thing for me that is most important. To recap what my thoughts are and what this video showed me making this video is that I have a lot of books and I don't have to use them every day, but those I use every day are essential to my life. This is it for me. Maybe it is similar with you. Maybe you just have fewer books, maybe you have fewer purposes. This is also very possible. Not everybody wants to log their dreams or their finances or whatever. Maybe it's not necessary, maybe it's just not something you find important. But let me know what your setup is. Let me know what you think about this, because it's a bit much. I know, but I just wanted to show you and to reflect for myself and think about all of these books and what they do for me. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope just watching this didn't overwhelm you. But yeah, this is me and my stack. We are happy how we are, and I hope I will see you soon. If you like content like this, I would like for you to stay with me and maybe click through my other videos. Maybe you like what you see there. This is my first time doing face cam, so I hope I'm doing okay. I hope it's cool wherever you are. And yeah, bye!